PrymalChaos.
Hey guys, PrymalChaos here. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to take another look at 1OK Rock today. Now, I reacted to We Are last year. It's now early 2023. But at the end of the last year, I checked out these guys, and I checked them out roughly a week before I actually got to see them live, just by sheer coincidence at a music festival down here in Australia called Good Things. And I was really taken with their energy, just the sound of the band in general, and on further inspection, the diversity of their songs and their catalog and things like that. Now, in doing that, I was talking to one of the people over on my Discord, Borderlyn. So this one's dedicated to you. We had a discussion about like how Borderlyn is actually a lady. And I was not aware of that. And I think I said he a bunch of times. So I don't know why. I just expect anyone with an ambiguous name on my Discord, I assume, is a guy. I don't know why. So let me know if you're not. I'd love to know when you come in. But it'll save some surprises. But as a way of sort of paying it back, I told Borderlyn that I would do any 1OK Rock song that she would like to see. And so this was one of them, and I'm super keen. And if anything, I know that these guys seem to have a really great live presence, and this appears to be a live video, or at least a music video shot in a live space. So yeah, let's jump right in. But before we do, I just want to point out that this video is brought to you by PrymalChaos.com, my merch site, PrymalChaos.com. We got everything from like band style shirts, hats, hoodies, stickers, all that sort of stuff. I've got some original artwork on, well, I mean, I design everything myself, including the shoes, logos, things like that. So go check it out. That's the best way to support the channel. And I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. So thanks again, guys, if you go take a look at that. Now let's jump right in. 1OK Rock, Take What You Want. This is Ambition's Japan Dome Tour 2018. So this is quite a while ago. I know that the band's been around for around 15 years, which is surprising because they all look so young. But yeah, that's the way it is, I guess. So here we go. I'm going to check out this song right now. You hear a pin drop in that place. Wow. That guitar sound, man.
Thinking of broken home. Not the memories, all the things we own. Not the picture of us on the wall. So take what you want.
Okay, before we go any further, I just wanted to just address what I just saw. So there's a certain confidence that you have to be able to hit pause on a rock and roll show, especially one in front of an audience that vast, and to be able to take a moment to have an introspective connection with the crowd. And you do that by having these moments of silence and having the internal presence, like the being so in the moment that you can savor every little delicate sound and note and know that the audience is appreciating it at the same level that you're producing it. So, I mean, the guitar sound is absolutely beautiful, but you'll notice he lets every single note ring out through the reverb and through the space and echo. And he's got like a slapback echo in his vocals, and he's sort of playing with the playing with it syllabically and just sort of like rhythmically, so that it sort of has this sort of breathiness that sort of organically propagates through the soundscape. You know, it's absolutely beautiful, and it's I'm like 1 minute 33 into a 9 minute song. I'm actually really impressed. It's just like having the confidence to let it breathe. Is, I don't think, something that everybody would have. You know, every time I've ever been on stage, I've always felt like I was taking time away from people. I've never had that ability to sort of be in the moment and savor it. I'm always like, okay, we're gonna, because typically a lot of the ways that local bands and stuff will play is that they'll be on a bill with a bunch of other bands, and so you've got your 40 minutes, and you got to punch out as much as you can in 40 minutes, then you got to be off stage in like 5 minutes so the next band can set up, and that's it sort of gives you this weird attitude of you don't belong there. It's not your space. It's borrowed, and seeing these guys have that confidence to own the air of that stadium, own the space and own that connection with the crowd is absolutely beautiful.
What you want. Can you hear me? I'm trying to hear you. Silence strikes like a hurricane. I'm singing for you. You're screaming at me. It's hard to see your tears and the pouring rain.
got to stop at some point and talk. Everything I said in the We Are video, you can take that, times it by 10 and apply it to this one. Like I said at the beginning, having the audacity and the I don't know, what's the word? Like, I mean, the confidence, but I'm looking for a better adjective, to be able to, again, take that much time and take that much energy, you know, from the silence, right? And it was absolutely beautiful. And then, you know, having that, there was a moment there where he sort of broke down, and having, again, the audacity and the confidence to have such an emotionally visceral performance in front of a stadium full of people. Again, that's not something anyone can do. You can sense the passion there. And this song is very passionate. It's like, you know, take what you want from me. Leave me. I don't care. You know, it's hard to see tears in the pouring rain, all that sort of stuff, all those sort of anecdotes. But, you know, it's not just the introduction, and it's not just that sort of early stages before the drum beat kicks in that has that, like that big solo note over, you know, just before it kicks back in with the instrumental part. It's all, again, it's taking that time to breathe and to vibe off the space. It's the antithesis of what rock and metal is, but at the same time, it's so perfectly pinpoint accurate to what rock and metal is trying to achieve. We're trying to achieve that connection, whether it's making the crowd angry and want to like tear the place apart, whether it's, you know, soothing people, whether it's having an emotional connection like this that people go home with and feel elated, like they've begun a relationship with somebody for the first time, or, you know, it just goes to show artists like this demonstrate how powerful the tool of music can be. And that's absolutely, you know, it's beautiful to witness, especially for the first time like this. I'm actually a little bit, as much as I've said a lot, I'm kind of speechless. I don't know exactly how to approach this one, but, you know, there's so many interesting musical ideas. Then the drums come in, they're kind of kooky and sort of, it's a strange rhythm, and it's a little bit disjointed and angular for something that was so legato and flowy to begin with. Suddenly you've got this kind of push and pull and tension. And, you know, the guitar player keeps on coming up with new interesting sort of patterns and ideas that sort of pull it out of, you know, it applies some edge to it and makes it feel like rock and roll. You know, but it's, again, I'm hearing comparisons, you know, and again, it doesn't do them justice to compare them with anybody because they definitely have their own unique sound. But, you know, I'm hearing, again, prime sort of 30 Seconds to Mars era kind of writing. You know, there's that sort of big stadium emotional kind of rock thing that I guess, you know, I've seen bands like Coldplay and U2 do, you know. So, you know, they've got it in spades. This seems to be their wheelhouse. Let me know if there's something, because this is a very similar kind of concept to We Are. So let me know if there's something that's completely at odds with this that I should check out next. But I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to jump back a little bit.
Can you hear me? I'm trying to hear you. Silence strikes like a hurricane. I'm singing for you. You're screaming at me. It's hard to see your tears in the pouring rain. I don't want you to think in a broken crowd. You and me are bringing us to grand note. You and I, you and take what you want, go.
How good is it when a crowd can sing? Again, savoring the moment, right? I reckon he could stand there all night and I'd keep singing. Wasn't kidding. They're going to do this all night. Listen to that, man. Just playing with tempo, right? Just bring it right down.
Take what you want, take what you want, go. Arigato.
Come on. That was just a pitch perfect performance. That was just... It's a masterclass in savoring the moment and, you know, just existing in the vibe. And, you know, it seems like such a spontaneous thing, but you know that these guys could pull that off night after night after night because they just know how to tug at an audience's emotions in such a visceral way. And it's, you know, it's beautiful. It's like, again, you could watch this video clip every week for 6 months and you would still get that same visceral reaction because they're just so good at it. They're so good at doing what they do. Again, I'd be real interested to check out something that's a little bit more at odds with this one because, again, this is very similar to We Are in the way that it sort of connects on an emotional level. But just, it's absolutely beautiful. The message is really intense and it's executed in such a way that it doesn't fall into, you know, I mean, that song could very easily have been boring, but they find really cool ways of sort of like piquing your interest throughout and elevating the dynamics to bring it right down, and then to bring it up and then explode, and then it comes down again, and then it just plateaus for a while, and then it slows down. You know, it's like it's an absolute masterpiece. That's all I got to say. That's pretty much it. It's the kind of thing that you could only come up with if you've been touring for so long and you know what that experience is like, and you can sort of put that to music in a way that sort of deftly characterizes all of those moments that you have on stage that are just you know, like a lightning bolt of emotion going, you know, just being transduced into music through these artists and just exploding out into the crowd. It's just, yeah, I'm trying to find words, but I'm not doing a really good job. Anyway, thank you so much for checking this one out. I'm absolutely ecstatic. That was so great. And yeah, if you feel like you like what I do here, feel free to support the channel. Just buy me a coffee. I'll leave a link in the description. Or just like, share, follow, subscribe. If you know of any forums or anything where there's people who like reactions who might appreciate this, feel free to post it there. I'd be super grateful to get this out there. I have trouble with copyright for One OK Rock in Japan. It usually gets blocked there. So if there's any way that, you know, you guys can get the message out there that, you know, about this reaction, that would be super helpful as well. Because I'd love people from Japan to actually be able to see it as well, even if it is via a VPN. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Stay primal, and I'll catch you in the next one.